The second the nurse said that name, my husband closed his eyes and muttered, "You have got to be kidding me." The nurse looked relieved because apparently she'd been dealing with my MIL for almost 20 minutes already. "She says she's immediate family," the nurse explained carefully, "and she's insisting there's been some kind of misunderstanding." I was literally in labor, and somehow I was still not the main problem in Linda's mind. My husband immediately told the nurse that no visitors were allowed, and absolutely nobody was to be brought into the room. The nurse nodded and left. Problem solved, right? Wrong. 20 minutes later, my husband's phone started exploding. Missed calls, texts, voicemails, one after another. "I know you're here." "This is ridiculous." "Tell them I'm the grandmother." "I have rights too." Rights. To my labor. At one point, she actually texted, "I've already been waiting for an hour." As if waiting long enough would somehow unlock access. Meanwhile, I was having contractions and trying very hard not to think about the fact that a grown woman was essentially picketing outside my delivery room. Then came the voicemail. My husband played it on speaker because he genuinely couldn't believe it. "Sweetheart," Linda said, sounding like she was the victim in all of this. "I brought snacks in an overnight bag. I don't understand why they're treating me like a stranger." An overnight bag. She had packed an overnight bag for someone else's labor. The nurse came back later trying not to laugh and informed us that my MIL had attempted to convince hospital staff she was supposed to be in the delivery room. Apparently, she'd told them she was there to support her son emotionally. When that didn't work, she tried saying I had personally invited her and probably forgotten because I was under stress. Thankfully, nobody believed her. Hours passed. Labor got more intense. My husband never left my side. Every now and then, he'd glance at his phone and shake his head because Linda simply refused to stop. Then, right in the middle of a contraction, another message came through. This one made him stare at the screen in complete disbelief. "I found a chair outside the maternity ward. I'll wait here until my grandson arrives." She had set up camp. Literally. While I was pushing an entire human being into the world, my MIL was apparently preparing for a stakeout. Eventually, after what felt like the longest day of my life, our son was born. The room became quiet. Everything else disappeared. It was just me, my husband, and our baby. For a few minutes, nobody else existed. Then my husband's phone rang again. Linda. He declined the call immediately. Then another text appeared. "Is he here yet?" Followed by, "Send me a picture." Then, "Tell them Grandma is waiting." We ignored all of it. The next day, after we'd had some time alone with our son, we finally told family he was here. Most people sent congratulations. Linda sent one message. Just one. And somehow it was worse than all the others. It said, "Wonderful. When can I do skin to skin?" I genuinely thought it was a joke. It wasn't. And things got so much weirder after that.